Most of you probably know what you want by way of money or by way of impact, but have you shared it with your team? See, lesson one here is to get your vision, mission, and values in order. Write those down. Vision, mission, values. And let me explain. I know that when we have 2,500 locations, and each location has 400 clients, paying clients, and each of those clients impact an average of 3 people, whether at work, at home. They literally help change their positive mindset, get other people to work out, change their eating habits. That'll be 5 million people impacted. That is my vision, to impact 5 million people every morning through Fit Body Bootcamp. But a vision is only a dream unless there's a deadline attached to it. So I know that I need 2,500 locations by the year 2023 to accomplish this vision. See, when you have a clear vision, you have to do 2 things. 1, attach a deadline to it, and 2, reverse engineer it. Well, what does that mean? Currently, at the current rate that we're signing people up, as franchisees, we need 36 locations a month to come on board for us to hit our goal of 2,500 locations worldwide. So if I know I want 2,500 locations by the year 2023, which means we need 62 EOIs, the application that people fill out, so that we can qualify them, and if they're good enough, we'll award them a franchise if we're a good fit. That means I need 36 locations a month, 1.3 locations per day. Every single one of our 52 team members know that we need 1.3 locations per day, 36 locations a month, 62 EOIs. So we've got the vision clear and they're on board with it. They know that we're building entrepreneurs and we're fighting our competition. Do you know who your competition is? See, I've messaged that to my franchisees and to my team members. Now you're probably thinking, well, Bedros, your competition is Orange Theory Fitness, the big box gyms, F45, Barry's Bootcamp. You would absolutely be wrong. No one's gonna get on board with my vision if I go, hey, my competition is Orange Theory or F45. My competition is McDonald's, it's Taco Bell, it's KFC, it's Frito-Lay, it's Snickers. They are the ones making Americans fat. So I know that my vision has to be stronger than my competition being F45 or Orange Theory. The only way my team's gonna get on board with it is if they know who the real enemy is. And I explain to them what that enemy is doing to society, making us dumb, making us sick, bloated, tired, fatigued, foggy-headed. I go, do we want that? Now, if I have team members who are like, hey, I don't give a fuck, well, great. You're welcome to get off my bus, as Jim Collins says. On the flip side, if I can get them excited about the vision, now they become high performers, just like I am. So clarity of vision, you must have clarity of vision if you are trying to build your empire to its fullest potential. So what's the mission? If the vision is to get 5 million people working out every single morning, then the mission is, how do we get enough franchisees open in time? Simple, we know that we run Facebook ads. We spend about $250,000 a month on Facebook ads. That's our #1 source of franchisee traffic. Thing number 2 is, we actually get our best leads from within Fit Body Bootcamp location. So Mrs. Jones goes and works out at a Fit Body Bootcamp. She loses the weight. She becomes optimistic and has more energy and decides, you know what? I'm going to quit my day job and become a Fit Body Bootcamp owner. In the process of getting fit, in the process of building her esteem, she adopts and gets on board with a vision. So much so that they come on board with us, right, as a franchisee. And that's what you want. You need to know what the mission is, and the mission is to close 1.3 locations per day. So be very clear on what the mission is, how many leads you need, what the closing percentage is, and then the values. What does your company's values consist of? I don't know. I read Tony Hsieh's book, Delivering Happiness, and I adopted his values. Well, that's great. That's kind of what I did too. I read his book about 6 years ago, and I was like, you know what? If Zappos can go by those 10 core values, so can we. But over time, as you get better and you find your own voice and your own values, we have 2 simple values: drive change and deliver excellence. That's it. We drive change. In our industry, we drive change. We're known as the anti-franchise franchise. All we do is we do things differently than every other franchise does out there. We don't take a percentage of their gross revenue as a franchise royalty fee, because that's the fastest way to build an adversarial relationship. So what am I telling you here? Your core values might be used to do business differently so that you can trump your competitors, right? Listen, if everybody else in my industry has taken a percentage, somewhere between 5 and 8% of their monthly gross revenue, the franchisor is taking it from the franchisee for the royalties. I go, hey, look, you're going to pay me $1,500 a month. That covers your marketing fee and your franchise royalties. And no matter how much you make, you keep. Why do I do that? Because I know that if I can make our relationship strong, you'll go out and open up a second location, third location, fourth location. Why is that? Because I want repeat customers. I want 2,500 locations. I don't want 2,500 franchise owners. Do you understand that? Because that means I'm going to have to get a bloated team. My operating costs are going to go through the roof. I want 900 to 1,200 franchisees who are operating 2,500 locations. We're doing things differently because we're driving change. Be willing to look out of your industry and go, what's everybody else doing? And then we're exceeding expectations. For every sales rep that we have upstairs in my building, downstairs in my building, we have 2 coaches. We have a 2-to-1 ratio in support personnel. As marketers, we are notorious for going, hey, we're gonna go heavy on the sales team, and then what do we do? Fuck them, right? You can't find your login? Figure it out. We'll get you in 4 days. Well, I figured out that if we can actually attach a coach to you, your first 90 days, your success rate, the time that you get your doors open, are gonna be higher. And if that was a painless process, and then we help you get clients, and then we help you build a team, and then we help you become profitable, you're going to enjoy the process so much, you may just want to come back and buy another franchise in the neighboring territory. Look, it cost me $8,500 to get a new franchisee on board in marketing fees. Do I want to go spend another $8,500, or do I want to just take Dustin there and say, hey, do you want a second or third or fourth location? It just makes sense. Where does that come from? Support. Not enough of you are exceeding expectations. You're not supporting your clients and customers like you should be. So you must exceed expectations. If you have no core values in your business right now, please adopt mine. Drive change and exceed expectations.